Today we have got another Nether Minecraft 1.17 base tutorial. What's going on, guys? ZeoMeister238. For those of you who are brand new, I usually do building tutorials, and that's exactly what we're doing today. If you guys do like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because it really does help me out, especially when I built this in a 10 by 10 space. So it's purposely a small build, and that's a challenge. Doing small builds like that is definitely a challenge. We're gonna have a pretty short intro, and I'll show the building materials in just 1 second, but I just want to give you guys a little bit of a view of it. Even though it's only in a 10 by 10 space, I think it turned out pretty nice. I think it turned out pretty great. Got lots of details, and it's jam-packed full of details, like I just said. Now I'll show the building materials, I'll shut up, and we'll begin this tutorial block by block as we go along. First thing we did, as usual, is establish a grounds for this build. And since this is a small build, I've done small builds before, we're gonna have a smaller space. As you can see right here on the sign, it says it is a 10 by 10 space. That's 10 by 10 blocks. So that means that there's an 8 by 8 space in the middle right there. And for our materials, we're gonna get polished blackstone bricks, acacia planks, acacia slab, and wax lightly weathered cut copper slab. Okay, now that we got that, we'll go from our grid. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna go 1, 2 forwards and place a blackstone brick, and we're gonna make that 3 tall. From there, we'll get our acacia planks, and on the bottom layer, we're gonna go over 1, 2, skip a block, place 1 right there, and then on this top half, we're gonna have it go all the way across. Reason B is that these are gonna be windows, a door, and a window. Okay, now that we got that, we'll make another 1 by 3 blackstone pillar. Over here, we're just gonna fill this all up with acacia planks, do another 1 by 3 blackstone pillar. Then we'll go ahead and fill all of this in as well. We might pop out a few windows here and there. That will come later in the video though. From there, we'll do another 1 by 3 pillar. Then we'll fill in this space right here, and now we'll get our waxed cut copper slabs, and we'll just layer on top like this, going around the entire roof. Again, this will all be textured up. It will all look pretty. And then on the top half of these acacia planks, we'll put some blocks. Since it is a small house, obviously it's going to be a lot smaller in size than your typical Minecraft base. But I think this looks good, and with all the detailing that we're gonna put in it, it will look really nice. It's a perfect starter shack, starter base, starter house for you guys if you're doing this in survival. So with that said, let's go ahead and move on to the next step. So with that now done, we'll go get our next blocks, which is gonna be the wax lightly weathered copper, lightning rod, acacia trapdoor, orange carpet, and blackstone wall as well. And we'll go over to this side. We're gonna make a little bit, since this is a copper mining shack, we're gonna make some industrial looking equipment. Right here, we'll place 1 of these blocks. We're gonna place a lightning rod on top of that. And then we'll get an upside down lightning rod along with an upright one, so that we get this pattern repeating right here. With that done and said, we're actually gonna put another 1 of these blocks on top right there. From there, placing these lightning rods in are a pain, but this is the best way I found to do it. So just place the rods so that they look in this position. We'll put another block right here with a lightning rod pointing down like so. From there, we're gonna go ahead, and we do want this same pattern to repeat. So what we're gonna do is we'll put a block there, break this one, place this one in right there. That way we can have this nice pattern where it just looks like a pole going across. And then we'll put another 1 of these blocks right there. We'll have 1 of these lightning rods facing down. So we'll go ahead and replace this one with 1 facing down like that. Then we'll go ahead and put in a blackstone wall right there with the same pattern we did over here with these guys. So we're gonna have, obviously not like that, we'll have pipes like that, and then 1 pipe going up like that. So we'll have this pattern right here repeating on this side as well. And then we'll put another blackstone wall down there as well. Now that we got that, that is most of the plumbing, or I guess the copper pipes done. We'll go ahead and put an orange carpet right there on this block. Then we're gonna place 1 trapdoor, flip that around, place another trapdoor. We'll do the same thing here so that the gray areas meet in the middle like so. That looks really nice. From there, we'll place a trapdoor right here just in the opposite direction, and then we'll have a trapdoor going down and trapdoor going up. So once again, that the gray areas meet up in the middle. And then from here, we'll do the same thing. We'll just do this pattern 1 more time like so. And that is the plumbing right there actually done. Let's move on to the next detail. And for our next part, this is the materials we'll get. We'll get polished granite, this waxed copper, granite wall, acacia sign, acacia slab, acacia trapdoor, lightning rod, barrel, dark oak trapdoor, and the dark oak sign as well. Okay, what we're gonna build is we're gonna build a little bit of a, the word's blanking on me, but you'll be able to see what it is as it forms. So we'll replace this block right here with a polished granite block, and we'll get 3 granite walls instead. So that's gonna be 1, 2, 3 right there. Then on the very top, we'll actually place the copper block instead on the very top right there. Then what we're gonna do is we will actually get our acacia trapdoor. We're gonna place 1 trapdoor there. Then we're gonna place another trapdoor behind it on the top level of this block right here. Then we're gonna shift click a acacia slab right there, and then 1 more acacia trapdoor like so. Just like that to get this very nice thingy I don't know what it's called right now. I don't know why I can't. A crane. There you go. That's what it's called. Okay, from there, we'll go ahead and get our acacia signs. And if we shift click, we can shift click on a sign right there. We can also shift click one onto this trap door as well. And we'll do this on both sides to keep it nice and symmetrical. Nice. And with that done, we'll go ahead and get our lightning rod so that we can have a little bit of a rope coming out, extending down. So we'll just place 3 blocks down like that, replace the middle one with an upside down one so that it looks like this. That looks a lot nicer. And then from there, we'll get our dark oak trapdoors and we're going to place one right there, and then we're going to place another one on the side, another one on the side like so that it actually goes up above and has this nice shape to it, a nice arch. From there, we'll put a barrel. We'll put 2 barrels underneath. This is so that you guys have some storage in this very small house. And then on the bottom, we'll place 3 dark oak trapdoors like so. And then we'll go ahead and get our dark oak sign out as well and just wrap this around the whole thing by shift clicking each time that we go around. And we'll shift click, a couple more times. And then I think that we need one more sign on this side as well. So that looks like it is hauling down a piece of equipment, when in reality, this is actually a good place for storage and stuff. And so that I show every single detail, because this tutorial I am showing every single detail, we might as well get an item frame and just stick one right there on the trapdoor. That's just for a tiny bit more detail. And then I actually have, what do I have? I can't think of the block right now. Netherite block. This is where you would keep your valuables, right there, right in the open, but also kind of invisible, and it adds just a tiny bit more detail to this build. So that is the crane. Now that I got the word, that is the crane done right there. Let's move on to the next detail. And with that detail in place, now we're going to next materials, which is going to be crimson hyphae, polished blackstone bricks, polished blackstone stairs, dark oak sign, orange stained glass, and a jungle trap door. And what we're going to do is we're going to simulate kind of like pipes coming out of the ground. The pipes look really cool and they add a bit of detail. So we're going to break 2 windows real quick. We'll pop one out right there and pop one out right there and replace that with orange stained glass pane. And then we'll get our blackstone bricks. Or actually, no, we'll get a crimson hyphae. We're going to place one right here with a blackstone brick on top, one in the middle, and then 2 stairs on top as well. And this looks like pipes coming out. And then that's why we have these trapdoors as well, to simulate a bit more that this like magma, this brown red material is coming out of the earth and being mined. So now that we got that, we'll get our dark oak sign and we'll place, I think it's 2 right there. Then we'll have 1 right there. And I did realize, we'll actually just flip that real quick with the lightning rod. Sorry about that detail. Then we'll have 2 dark oak signs right there and there. We'll have 1 dark oak sign right there, and then 1 dark oak sign in the middle, wrapping around like so. And that is this part of the shack done. We'll go ahead and I want to try to get every single detail verbatim for you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out which detail we're going to work on next. All right, so for the next part, we'll go into our materials. It's going to be orange shulker box, polished blackstone bricks, blast furnace, blackstone wall, dark oak fence, lightning rod, acacia trapdoor, ladder, and a polished granite slab. And if you would like, you can make this barrels or a chest or something like that if you don't have shulker boxes just yet. But now what we're going to do is we'll start building this next part. We're going to go ahead and just put 2 ladders right here so that we have a way to access our roof so that we can access storage. That's what these shulker boxes are for. We'll actually have 2 shulker boxes right there, and I chose the orange just because it fits in very nicely with the acacia. Then from there, what we're going to do is we'll get our blast furnace. We're going to place 1 blast furnace right there, have 2 furnaces right there so that we can have some functionality along with this actual build. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our trapdoors. We're going to put 1, 2, 3 just stacked up on one another like that. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 once again. And then we'll have 1 trapdoor like this so that we get this nice furnace array so that we can have some furnaces for smelting and whatnot. From there, and I just said that word so many times, furnaces. I said that so many times right there. Okay, from there, we'll get some decorational details. We'll put 1 blackstone wall or 2 blackstone walls right there with a lightning rod on top like so. Then right next to these shulker boxes, we're going to place 1 blackstone brick. Then we'll get our walls. We're going to place 2 walls, and instead of putting a lightning rod like we did last time, we'll get our dark oak fence out and then put 1 more lightning rod on top of that so that we get these nice chimneys coming out of the top of the roof. From there, the last detail we got to add is the granite slabs. So we'll replace these 3 blocks with granite slabs. This is just for a bit of texturing. We'll go ahead and replace that 1 block right there with granite slabs. We'll replace these 2 right there. And then we're going to place 1 more right there. Oop, not that one, but that one right there so that we have a bit more texturing done to the build. From there, that is that detail done. We'll go ahead, as usual, and move on to the next one. And with that detail in place, let's go ahead and finish off the left side. We're going to get copper ore, stone stairs, stone slabs, acacia stairs, rail, dark oak signs as well. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do the top half of a cross right here with 3 copper ores like that. We'll go ahead and put a slab right here, then a slab on top of this one. So slab right there. And then we'll put another slab right there with a stair right next to it so that we get a nice copper vein, because this is a copper mining shack after all. From there, we'll put 2 rails on top of these bits right here for some minecarts, and then we'll put an upside down, I believe an upside down stair right there. Nice. Now that we got that, we'll get our dark oak sign out. We're going to place 1 right there, wrap it around, going 2 over right here, and then we'll place 1 more dark oak sign right there. And as you can see, this thing is definitely coming together. It's looking really great. I think there's just a few more details we have to do. I think we'll just finish off the front, and then I'll show what other occasional or just decorational details I added as well to finish it off. So quickly finishing off the front here, and then we'll hop into my world to see if there's any details I missed. We're gonna get acacia sign, acacia stairs, acacia door, acacia trapdoor, lightning rod, and dark oak sign as well. And we'll replace a few blocks. We're gonna replace this one with a stair right there. And then we're gonna get our acacia door. We're gonna put it on the inside right here so that it lines up perfectly with that. We'll get our acacia trapdoor, and we'll put 1 trapdoor right here so it looks like we have a bit of structure to this actual roof. And then we're gonna get our lightning rods. We'll place 1 lightning rod like so, and then 1 right next to it like that to add a bit more structural support once again to the shack. We'll place a trapdoor going up like that, or actually I think I like it going down a bit more. Looks a little bit nicer. Then we're gonna go ahead and replace this with an upside down stair and put a dark oak sign on top of it like that. And from there, 1 acacia sign goes right there too. From there, that's basically it. Well, we do need, I believe, a dark oak sign right there, and we'll just texture it up now real quick. Okay, so we're gonna put a stair right there with a sign on top of it. We'll put another sign right above it right there. This is just me kind of freestyling it at this point because the rest of the build is just basically freestyling it. So we'll go around, and that's looking pretty good. Yeah. We'll hop into my other world where I also do the floor and the interior, although it's not much of an interior because it's very small, but I'll show you guys what I did over there and a few extra details, and then we'll be done with this nice copper mining shack. And here we are in my finished world with a bit more details, but it's basically the exact same thing you guys just did. Over here you can see, I did have this as a trapdoor and dark oak signs. It's a little bit different. There's a few details I might have mixed up. Over here you can see I did add an orange stained glass pane going down, so it looks like it's dripping into this lava cauldron, where I also added a bunch of item frames surrounding it for a bit more detail on that part. I added an anvil so that we can have a bit more functionality to this whole build as well. And oh yeah, I did texture things up. I added these blackstone, the cracked ones, instead to texture things up a bit more. You can see with smooth stone blocks, or the smooth stone, I believe that's what's called, right? Smooth stone, yeah. I surrounded the base of it a little bit so that we get this nice industrial feel to it, along with accomplishing a nice floor as well. Over here, I did put a rail, and then with a minecart chest, I broke it so that we could have a bit more storage, because storage is key when you're building these small builds. You can see we got the 2 shulker boxes, 2 barrels, we got the chest right there, and then I think we have a chest on the inside as well for a tiny bit more storage. On the inside, it's very minimalist and very undetailed. That's just because it's the inside of the house and it's very small. But we got a double chest here, more storage as well. We got a lot of storage in this small base. We've got an armor stand, a black bed, which I just realized I almost right-clicked on that. We want a respawn anchor because we're in the nether. I always forget about this. We'll put a respawn anchor there, get some glowstone, and we'll go ahead and fill that up real quick. Or not glowstone dust, but actual glowstone. And then I just realized, now that we have this extra space, you could add something right there if you wanted in this very small house. We could also get a brewing stand too, now that our bed looks a bit more like a cabinet. So we'll go ahead and place a brewing stand on there, and now we have more functionality. That was big brain move right there. But yeah, that's the inside crafting table right there. And as you can see, I also just replaced the inside of the floors with the smooth stone. And that's the shack done. It's a small build, but a ton of detail jam-packed into it, long enough to make a video out of it. And yeah, that's basically it. I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because doing these building tutorials, especially when I have that little bit of space to work with, it's a challenge. But I think it turned out all right. It's definitely a cool shack, definitely a cool starter base if you're doing this in the nether, if you're starting off in the nether. You will have to go into the overworld to get some acacia wood and everything, but other than that, I think the whole thing just fits together really well. It looks like a shack, but it also looks industrial at the same time, and it looks nice. It purposefully ruined, which is good. That's what we want in builds like these. But like I said, that's the end of the video. Stay tuned, because I do have another build tutorial coming out pretty darn soon. It's a bit of an interesting one, but I think it looks cool too, nonetheless. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you in the next one. Enjoy Minecraft, enjoy life, and ciao.